For meal sizing, which is better, small frequent meals to not spike blood sugar, or bigger, less frequent meals, thinking about insulin release, cholesterol digestion, etc. It depends. So meal sizing is one of those things that it really kind of depends on personal preference. And there is kind of this war around insulin right now. Is insulin, and it's not just right now. It's been going on for some time. You know, the different theories, and I'm not knowledgeable enough in the area to know all the different theories. The kind of insulin response theory, or the energy intake input output theory, and the different theories around why we gain weight and the right way to eat. So what I will say is I think it's good to get data. And so that's why I recommend continuous glucose monitors to healthy people who are not diabetic, so they can see what their blood glucose is doing. Because you might think that small frequent meals is better for your insulin. It might not be for you. It might be that 3 big meals a day or 2 big meals a day is ideal for you. And you do not know unless you actually get data that shows you that, and a continuous glucose monitor will show you that. So that's why I love continuous glucose monitors. They're super educational for you, for your doctor, if they actually look at that data, and they help you understand what is the best way to eat for insulin sensitivity. And what I always tell people as far as insulin sensitivity or not having glucose too high too long is you're going to affect that 2 different ways. Well, really 3 different ways, but the main 2 ways is decrease the amount of simple carbohydrates, highly processed foods you eat. That's number 1. Number 2 is increase muscle mass, and you only get increased muscle mass if you exercise. So that's why I said 3, because exercise goes in there. And cardio definitely burns up a bunch of glucose too. So cardio is great, but I really think strength training, increasing the storage surface area of glucose is very desirable. And you do that through building muscle, because muscle is stored in your liver and your muscle. Glucose. Glucose is stored in your liver and in your muscle. And so the more muscle you have, the more carbs you can eat. And so you'll hear people say you have to earn your carbs, which, you don't have to. You can just eat your carbs if you want. But the healthiest way to be is to have plenty of muscle so that you can store your carbs, so that you can eat carbs and you do not have a very, very big effect. The other cool thing about muscle is it creates an insulin independent way of pulling glucose out of the bloodstream, which is super cool. You don't even need insulin if you are building muscle while you have glucose floating around. It's just sucking glucose into the muscle, which is awesome.